Hi legends, the big question, are we going up or are we going down? Today, I will analyze the price of Bitcoin and see which scenario carries the highest probabilities. So stay tuned until the very end to not miss out on any alpha. Also legends, down in the description, my favorite exchange that I do most of my trading at the moment is Bluffin. Under exchanges, the first link down below. Also up to an $80,000 bonus depending on how much you deposit and trade. No KYC required, all it takes is a couple of minutes to sign up. Let's go and analyze the price of Bitcoin together. Right, legends, keeping the technical analysis dirty simple over here is that I'm simply just tracking the momentum with trend lines. And I've had great success with this strategy. I'll leave a link for my one-line trend strategy at the end of this video. Legends, what you can see at the moment over here is that I'm tracking this momentum here to the upside. Basically just connecting these pivots over here, and you can see this is where we are finding maybe some support, or we're going to find a little bit of a breakdown here to the downside. So from a simplicity perspective, legends, what I'm looking at is, do we lose this trend? Okay, do we break down with some nice red volume kicking in for potential retest and continuation here to the downside? The first level of interest that I'll be watching is when you take a fib here from the lows to the highs. You can see that here by the 0.382, okay, also potential sweep of this liquidity, and there's a massive amount of liquidity lying below these two lows over here. The 0.382 is also a common fourth wave target if this is potentially a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here to the upside. So between the 0.382 and the 50%, which has confluence with the diagonal here, okay, also a consolidation area. If we do lose, okay, perhaps a bounce here on the 0.382, then I'll be tracking this momentum here to the downside, okay, perhaps a rejection, then a 0.5 grab, and then the true breakout. So legends, I mean, from a simplicity perspective, all I'm doing over here is I'm simply going to track this momentum, okay, here to the downside. And if you do not know what is going to happen inside of this zone, trying to catch the lows, okay, because you don't know how low we're going to go, simply wait for the break of this trend. Right, legends, also what I'm looking at is I do like that the 50% fib level, okay, has confluence with this diagonal when I connect this low, and you can see we haven't come home yet. This is now what I'm calling the home line. So if price action comes down here, okay, diagonal support together with the 50%, we still have a chance for bounce here to the upside. And as I said, simply keeping an eye here on the trend to the downside. From a more technical perspective, legends, what I'm looking at over here is to say that, well, is this the end of the impulse or is this the end of the impulse? Okay, so let's just for argument's sake say that this is the end of the impulse here to the upside. What you would like to see is a 3-wave corrective structure. So is this a 1, 2, 3 wave corrective structure and we're going to find the strength to break through? That's what I'm saying. Always just keep an eye on the trend over here, because we could find the strength in this area to break through, front running this level that a lot of traders are looking at, this liquidity grab, and then have a nice pump here to the upside. So simply put, keep an eye on the trend. Okay, I've also mentioned this yesterday during my live stream. If this is the end of the impulse over here, this corrective structure could potentially still not be finished. Okay, where you're expecting a 3-wave corrective structure and for us to build up strength to break out, but also from a fib extension perspective, when I take a trend-based fib from the high to the low, to the recent highs that we've made, you can see that we have not even tapped the 1-to-1 ratio over here, which is usually considered a minimum corrective wave structure. Okay, or a bouncing area. And this line kind of feels like it's in the middle of nowhere. So I would like for us to come to the 0.382. Okay, so when I take this fib here out the way, the 0.382 over here has perfect confluence with the 0.382 when I take a fib from the lows to the highs over here. Okay, a little bit further down, the 1.618, which is considered an extended corrective structure to the downside, has confluence with the 50% fib level. Okay, so if we do lose momentum, okay, break this trend, lose the trend, come back for retest for continuation here to the downside, I'm still interested in this 1.236. If we lose this level, the 1.618. Legends, another thing I want to highlight over here is it's not to say that it's guaranteed that we are going to get a bounce in this area. Okay, I have seen corrective structures go down even as deep as the 2.618. So we need to be prepared, and this is why we use exceptionally good risk management when we place trades, because no one can predict the markets. I just want to spread a word of caution out there, is to say that, well, if we don't find the strength from where we are, we don't break out, and we lose the 1.236, we lose the 1.618, there is still a chance, legends, that we can even lose this trend over here, okay, and perhaps come and bounce here at the 2618 at $59,227. I have seen these structures play out from a corrective perspective. It doesn't happen often, but it's considered a rare target, but a target nonetheless. Right, legends, a quick update here on the price of Bitcoin. If you enjoy the alpha, smash up the like, subscribe for future notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Just for now.